Hi everybody, Dr. Hodes here. Wanted to show everybody my nice little Windows 3.1 setup that I have in VMware. Excuse me. There's a lot of these on the internet, on YouTube, but I don't know, I was just feeling nostalgic, so wanted to show everybody the one that I have set up. Don't have a lot of the things that I used to have back in the day, a lot of programs like I think it was Print Shop Deluxe, lots of games that I used to have, but I had a fair collection of stuff that I put together of some programs that I used to have. It was a little bit difficult getting everything to work in VMware. I was able to get everything to work except for audio. So I got audio to work, I think in DOS, maybe not even in DOS. I use pretty much DOSBox for DOS emulation. Some people have gotten Windows 3.1 to work in DOSBox. I actually kind of want to try that out because I think it'd be fun to have sound. But I was able to get everything working for the most part, CD-ROM drive, etc. So here I'm loaded up into the DOS shell, which of course you went into before Windows. You could have Windows load automatically in your AutoExec.bat or config sys. Let's see if I can do edit AutoExec.bat. Let's see if I remember how to do this stuff. I think you can just do, it's in my path. Windows C : Windows is in my path. I think if I just added win.exe and we save that, and let's see. Oops. Right, I can't do it that way. Oh, send it. Okay. Bad command or file name. See, I can do it there. You can just type win, by the way, and it'll load Windows, but I wanted to show you guys the AutoExec.bat. I bet you it's win.com or dot. I bet you it's win.com. I wonder if I can just do win, because that's all I have to type from the prompt. So let's see. Hey, there it goes. So you can have it automatically load Windows. Oops, lost my full screen resolution here. Zoop, that's better. If you wanted to. I just had to go to DOS in the old days because I did a lot of stuff in DOS as well as Windows. So here's my basic setup. Program Manager. I usually would break it down into my internet tools, main applications, games, and programs. And some of the fun programs that I was able to dig up was a good old copy of Microsoft Office 4.3, I think it was. It was actually on a CD-ROM. Had it laying around, surprisingly, after all these years. And an old copy of Visual Basic that I used to have to do when I was a programming major back in college, which I, without it actually, I'll show you guys, it doesn't have IntelliSense. I cannot do it at all without IntelliSense. And that's all for my programs that I had. I think there was Winamp and all sorts of cool stuff for Windows 3.1 that I had. ICQ, etc. Excuse me, I'm drinking some water while I'm talking here. And a couple games that I still had stored on my hard drive. Some good stuff. So I'm going to load up some of the Microsoft Office programs. Have you guys take a look at those. Do some multitasking. Let me open up Microsoft Word. Tip of the day. Let's turn those off. And let's do about. It's just Microsoft Word version 6. I'm pretty sure it was Office 4.3 Suite. And let's see, we'll do some typing and change the fonts and stuff. Let's see, this is a test. Nice and big. You can see it's not quite anti-aliased as you would have on your modern system. I think if we select a non-true type font, oh, it doesn't look too bad. I expected to see more jaggies. See, Book Antigua. It's a nice font. So we can change fonts just to have you guys see how they look in the old Windows 3.1, and set tab sets, no problem. We do left align, center tab, right align. Let's see, drag it over. Let's see if page break works. I control enter. Yep, page break works. That's pretty much it. I don't do many sophisticated reports in Microsoft Word. So that's pretty much all the features I ever needed. And they have them right there back in Windows 3.1, so I could have totally got away with using Office 4.3 probably for all these years, which is kind of funny. Don't get me wrong, I like new features like the underlining, automatic spell check, and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Can do bullets. Let's do a quick bullet list. Ah, that's weird. I kept that one at the 72 size font. Bullets and numbering. Oh, look at all this. Modify. Bullet character. Can you pick the font family that it comes from? Look at that. Wow. Pretty neat for Windows 3.1. Change the colors even. Nice. Anyway, pretty cool. Looks like you can promote and demote pretty easily. I like. Undo, redo, show codes. Format painter even. Let's see. Bold. Format painter. Yep. It's kind of amazing that all the way back then this was a full featured product as far as normal use. I'm sure there's lots of sophisticated uses for academics, researchers, those sorts of things that I wouldn't be able to take advantage of. But for me, just writing basic reports, meeting notes, all that kind of stuff, this would do just fine. Alright, so we're going to minimize that. And it goes down here behind our program manager. But you can also minimize your program manager to see your desktop. You can change your desktop background. It's under Control Panel, under Desktop. So you can set your screensaver. I have it on Starfield, of course. And here you can pick your bitmap image for your wallpaper, icon spacing, etc. And this is kind of a neat thing. 386 enhanced virtual memory. So that was a huge help back in the day. My 386 had 2 megs of RAM. It was really nice to go into virtual memory and make more RAM available. Not that it was that fast once you started hitting virtual memory, but you could at least run programs that you weren't able to run with limited memory before. In my 386 retrospective, I talk about getting Doom to run under Windows using virtual memory, because I think Doom required 4 megs of RAM as a minimum, and I only had 2. I had an IBM, so it was microchannel. It was really expensive to upgrade. Okay. Let's see. Excel. Again, I was playing around with Excel a lot, and there's some convenience features that I'm missing, but as far as getting my real work done, no problem. Let's see. Rate. So, autofit. We'll see if it has paste function. I'm sure actually it's right there. Has everything that you would need it to do. I'm just doing a quick loan problem. We'll see if it has a good old PMT, which I'm sure it does. Let's see. It doesn't have a little f of x button. I wonder how you get into the function list. Oh, there it is. Guess you have to click in there. Oh, no search. There's PMT. I guess I don't have to set up the loan problem. It's right there. Date and time. All these functions. I never really have to search functions because I kind of know which functions I need, such as doing a loan problem. Very cool. Merge cells. Everything's here. Everything's here that I would need. Let's see if they have a what if analysis tools. Solver maybe? Goal seek. Yeah, goal seek. That's one I use a lot. So neat. It has all this stuff. I actually can access the virtual machine hard drive from my Windows 8 computer. So I can actually save an Excel file in Windows 3.1 and open it on Excel 2013, which is pretty fun, and then print it out. I just did it just for fun. So if you wanted to work in Excel in Windows 3.1 and actually get some real work done, you could. Not sure why I would want to. I haven't done it outside of just for fun test, but I guess if you're really, really nostalgic, you could always do that. Let's see. Another cool thing. book 2. So if you have 2 new books, you have them in here. You can window and arrange them horizontal, maximize it. I like to open up Excel files on a new Excel window. Let's see if we can do that in 3.1. Ready? Do we have 2 Excel windows? You can. Awesome. That's pretty cool. Let's take a quick look at Visual Basic. So Visual Basic, you could make nice applications really easily for Windows 3.1. It was very popular. So I can make a button, double click, and then you could write some VB code, which I'm really sad to say I don't know. I don't know. This is from my memory, but now I would just use IntelliSense. So the new Visual Basic, and actually I don't even use Visual Basic anymore. I use Visual C#. It has IntelliSense, which auto-completes all the class functions and stuff, which I can't really live without anymore because I don't have the time to memorize all the functions or look them up. I'm sure that's not correct. Oh, whoa. No, no, it can't really work. Let's try it. How do I save my button here? Close. Yep, didn't like message box. That's pretty funny. Yeah, it's a really powerful, really great way to write your own applications that could do various things in Windows 3.1. I've used little programs for many, many years to do things at a job where they have you recording stuff in Excel, and I would just read in the file and do some processing on it and get the information really quickly. What was a day's work for somebody after I wrote the program was like a 5-minute job. That was always a really fun, handy thing to know how to do. Let's see. Some games. Castle of the Winds. Really great RPG game, role-playing game for Windows 3.1. See, I should have my old save games on here. Boom. End. There's my character, all my equipment. This game was a lot of fun. I spent so much time playing this game. One of the few games, can I get my button up there? One of the few games my parents actually bought the expansion pack for me, or the full version. They let me order that one. I really, really like that game. Alright, and task switching. Just Alt-Tab. So if you look here as I Alt-Tab, not too bad. You can switch tasks pretty easily there. And let's see, let's look at File Manager. File Manager is fun. So if you wanted to copy files to your floppy drive, that kind of thing, you could just click and drag it up to your floppy drive there, and it would copy. The copy commands, there's no right click. And what's interesting about this is if you look, move and copy are F7 and F8. Um, so that's kind of an interesting thing versus doing a Control C, Control V kind of thing. But I spent a lot of time in File Manager. Probably everyone that used Windows 3.1 did. And great way to manage your files. It was reasonably user-friendly and useful. Definitely was put to shame once Explorer came out. Explorer is much easier to use than this. Although I think, if I recall, I might have missed using File Manager for a little while after I started using Explorer, but then I quickly got used to it. Internet Explorer. Alright, apparently I can't, even with 42 megs of RAM, apparently I can't run this, so I think that is just an error. Oh, or not. I wasn't able to figure out the networking on my VMware. I had like some networking drivers, I installed them, but it didn't really work. So here you go, Internet Explorer 5. 1995 to 1999. So believe it or not, almost the year 2000 you could get Internet Explorer for Windows 3.1. And of course you could have Netscape Navigator. I think, boy, maybe? I know version 2, Netscape Navigator 2 Gold or 2.02 Gold or something, I think I had. I was definitely on here. I forget what the last version of Netscape. Maybe you could get 4 for Windows 3.1? I don't remember. I don't remember. Outlook Express, email client. Eudora was also an email client. What else? You guys saw the games. Some of the Windows 32-bit games, Free Cell, card game. Calculator. Oh, I'm getting some bugs here. That's kind of funny. Calculator is pretty cool. You could also use a scientific calculator. And for whatever reason, I spent a lot of time in Paint. I used to just go in and draw stuff. I think I would actually take icons and open up the icons into Paint, and then especially Star Trek icons, and then set up battle scenes with the ships and stuff. I don't know. I guess wasn't as much to do on your computer back then. I think that was before I had internet. Alright, so that's a look at my Windows 3.1 setup that I have in VMware. Not as cool as my original 3.1 that I had eventually on a Pentium 100 computer. I was running 3.1. But nonetheless, always fun. I pop in here every now and then just for nostalgia to kind of go back in time and use some of the programs that I used to use. Hope you enjoyed this look at Windows 3.1.